What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
Now, for this episode, we will be down in the mouth. We're talking your pet's mouth. And it's for a healthy cause. Keeping your dog and cat's teeth and gums healthy can stave off illness and, ward off bad breath. Ooh, yuck. So, here to unleash some easy and effective ways to achieve good oral health in your pet is the Vice President of Marketing for Tevra Brands. Please welcome to our show, Elizabeth Kroll. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Hardin. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And everybody, she has a very nice, white, friendly, healthy-looking smile. I'm checking it out. She's got healthy teeth and gums. Yes.
And Hugh's twisting like all the time.
And before we get going, people are going to be wanting to know, you do have some doggies in your house. You want to give a quick little mention because they have good hearing and they know you're on the show. And they're like, Mom, are you going to talk about us?
Yes. I have 2 dogs. I wish I could have a lot more, but 2 dogs. Right now I have a little guy named Hank. He's about 12 years old. He is ferocious and he is by my side 24/7.
What kind of mix is he? Or
he's like a little Bichon Shih Tzu mix.
You got to say it like this. Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu.
Well, that's a great. Okay. Good.
Yeah, he's a great little guy. And then I also have a second dog who's 4 years old, and her name is Charlie. And she's a Bernie doodle. She's about 70 pounds. And she's just full of love and joy. And she's actually pretty hilarious. She just loves to play ball and she's just all about happiness. Although recently she did have an accident, unfortunately.
Okay.
And unfortunately now we call her the tripod. So
she lost it.
Yes. So she lost a dog and it was awful.
She lost a what?
A leg.
Mm-hmm.
The vets did such a wonderful job. It was great to work with them and so forth. And she is incredibly resilient. After just a couple months, she's just leaping around. She's playing ball. She's running.
Which leg is it that's missing now?
It's the left front leg.
Okay. So
Yes.
she's like a three-legged stool now with fur and lots of adorability.
Yes.
I think there's something about our pets, don't you think, Elizabeth, that, okay, they got thrown a curve, but they adapt. What has Charlie's situation, recovering from surgery and adapting to be a 3-legged dog, how has that made an imprint on you?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think we've gotten closer.
Okay.
She's always loves everybody and loves everything. But after that experience, she's looks to me more just to make sure everything's okay. Is it safe? Is it fine? It took her a little while just to get used to that one leg in her front and walking and so forth. And so there was a lot of carrying her, 70 pounds of carrying her and so forth.
I am not arm wrestling you at any time now, Elizabeth.
And so I guess to answer your question, I think we've just bonded.
That's
nice.
Really cool. That's nice. Well, we're here today because you got the fancy title of Vice President of Marketing for Tevra Brands. And people need to know you guys have been around a while. You've got a good reputation. You do a lot of things to keep out fleas and ticks off of dogs and make them smell pretty. But for this segment, we're going to talk about oral health. And can you just tee us up? Why is it so important that we should smell our pet's breath on a regular basis? It's not like something you just live. You wake up from bed and go, I can't wait. I'm going to smell Hank and Charlie's breath today. But why is that so important, Elizabeth?
Well, it's so important because it has such ramifications within the overall health of a pet. without proper dental hygiene, it can affect a pet's heart and essentially affect the length of a pet's life. So it's very important.
So if a pet's breath is awful, please, without lecturing though, how do you get somebody, encourage them to get it checked out by the vet? It's not going to go away, is it?
It's not going to go away. No, it's just like human health. You have to brush your teeth and so forth. And it's going to cause a lot of issues if you don't brush your own teeth, right? In terms of infection and so forth. So
I brushed my teeth right before this episode, just for you, Elizabeth.
Good job. That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Good girl, Artie. Good girl. Okay. So, but Tevra, you tell us a little bit, where are you all based?
So Tevra is based out of Omaha, Nebraska. And we've been around for quite some time. Everyone at Tevra, it's a smaller company, and everyone at Tevra has been in the pet industry for decades. So I myself has been in the decade for over 20 years. It's a great industry to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so what's cool about Tevra is that I would say there's an authentic passion for the well-being of pets. So,
well, isn't your motto to help pets live their best life? I think that's one of your motto or messages, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that means anywhere from offering affordable healthcare, such as flea and tick products, as well as providing new innovation that actually helps deliver remedies or solutions to those pain points for pet parents.
Yeah. I like that. So I think dogs have 40 teeth, I believe, and cats have 32. You've got a little guy, Hank, and a big girl, Charlie. They should have about the same number of teeth, but obviously longer jaw on Charlie and all. So some people just do not want to brush a dog or cat's teeth. Well, we're in 2025, right? So what are some ways for us two-leggers to really be good pet parents and help with dental care for our pets? You got a couple of products you want to give a shout out about?
Yeah, sure. So just thinking about pet parents and their struggles, especially with dental care, it's hard. I had a cat who passed away a couple years ago, and I loved him so much, but there's no way I would brush his teeth.
I don't want that sound. That's not a purr, everybody.
Not at all. Not at all. So we came out with it's called a brush-free dental gel.
Brush-free. Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. And essentially it's a patented technology. And I don't know if you can see the image here, but
yeah. For our radio folks, we also air this on our YouTube channel, but it is called Twist Put Plus Lick. And can I just say it? It looks like a roll-on deodorant that you would find at the grocery store. It is not a roll-on deodorant, is it, Elizabeth?
It is not. So essentially, it's super easy. It's called Twist and Lick, and it's super easy. It's user-friendly. All you do is you just twist, and can you see the oral gel coming out?
Well, okay. We can tell that people know, when you twist the bottom, the yummy comes up at the top like your deodorant, only it's not deodorant.
Yes, it's not deodorant, and it's a great interactive way to connect with your pet, and it's easy, so you don't have to necessarily struggle with your pet to try to brush their teeth with a toothbrush.
Yeah.
They simply lick it off. It's that easy.
Hey, everyone. We are speaking with Elizabeth Kroll. She's a VP with Tevra Brands. She's a proud pet parent to a couple of cool dogs named Hank and Charlie. And we're going to dive in a little bit more about ways that Tevra is helping us help our pets after we take a break. And you guys know the drill. Sit, stay. We'll be right back.
Hey, have you heard? Four-Legged Life has a new digital newsletter. Here, let me show you how you get yourself subscribed. So you just type in Four-Legged Life and that'll take you to the website. There we go. And this magic thing just appears, and you type in your email address. I'll use, let's see, how about coolestdogever@gmail.com. That's me. And then you just click on this thing here. There you go. It's the new digital newsletter from Four-Legged Life. Get subscribed today.
Welcome back to the Four-Legged Life Show. I'm your host, Arden Moore. We're talking about dental care for our dogs and cats without a struggle. As I say this, my cat wants to eat my microphone. Casey, get up there. Okay. So we're talking about good dental care for dogs and cats. And our guest is Elizabeth Kroll. She's a VP at Tevra Brands. That's Tevra Brands. You do a lot for pets, but this twist plus lick, is that the right term? I want to start dancing. Twist and shout, twist and shout. But this is a twist and shout about good oral health for pets. So this is a clever idea. Instead of trying to do a finger brush or a toothbrush down a dog's mouth or, oh my God, a cat's mouth, where you fight the resistance, you guys found a kind of a win for cats, dogs, and us humans, right?
Yeah, I think it's not only a pretty cool delivery system, but the formula itself is really cool. So it's science baked. It's just to talk a little bit about why it's important is that essentially the gel connects to the mucosal lining on the pet's mouth. So that's where it's micro encapsulated gel. Wow. So it's time released, which means that it bonds directly to the gums and it actually releases the active throughout time. So throughout that 24 hours, so it continues to work.
It's like when we get our teeth cleaned. Remember at the end, they say, do you want bubble gum or minty thing? And they put some sort of a coating around in our mouth, right? And then we feel so, I like minty fresh. It twists plus lick sounds like a fun thing, but there's science behind it, and this is keeps acting. So you do it like once a day, or how often would you give a twist and lick to your dog or cat?
Yeah, so it has the prolonged technology, which provides that continuous release for 24 hours.
Now
which is
that's
fantastic.
pretty cool. What flavor is it?
Well, we have peanut butter and chicken. So there's different options available.
So if you were a dog, which one would you pick?
Well, on Charlie, I gave her some chicken and she loved it. We have a little social media site for her, Charlie Girl Tripod. And I showed her in bed, because she's a little pampered now, taking the twist and lick dental origin or dental health. Yeah, she loved it.
She has her own social media now.
She's spoiled.
Now that she's famous, she's got to have a healthy, nice white smile, right?
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, she's got to look good.
What about Hank? What flavor does Hank like?
Hank likes peanut butter. He's a peanut butter guy. Yeah. With his underbite, that's his favorite.
So they're licking it, not even knowing you're trying to do something good for them.
Yeah, it's so much better than toothpaste, and it's new, it's interactive. I don't have to chase them around the house just to help with their dental hygiene. It's fast acting. It's prolonged technology, so it lasts for 24 hours. It's developed by a vet, super hassle free. It just takes all the pain out of it, and it just makes it super easy.
And do you refrigerate it? Can it be at room temperature? How do you store it?
Yeah, room temperature is just perfect.
Well, I take my dog Conan and my cat Casey to teach pet first aid and pet behavior classes all over the country. I think I need to pack that in their to-go bag too.
I think so.
You touched a little bit about the benefits. Obviously, good breath. We want to be kissed by a good breath dog. Yes. We don't want a cat that has dog breath, right, Elizabeth?
No, that's not a good thing.
But you talked about, I always in my pet first aid classes talk about the importance of flipping that lip, looking at the teeth and gums, making sure, what are some O's that you would find if you flip the lip of Charlie?
That's a good question. Yeah. Essentially a perfectly healthy mouth or teeth. You're going to see nice pearly whites. What's great about this product is it helps not only cleans, but it helps remove that tartar and that
Oh,
plaque.
good. Good.
Yeah, by connecting to the mucosal lining, it helps to continue to release the active throughout that 24 hours. So it helps with the tartar, the device, it helps whiten and brighten. And so just looking at your own pet's teeth, if you lift up the gums and you see some brownness or some plaque and tartar, it's important to get on a nice dental regular regimen. It's important to get in a nice regimen on a daily and just to protect your pet's dental health.
Well, it's my understanding from my veterinarian friends that there could be, everything might look good in the mouth, but they have this breath, and it could be something in the body, the heart, the lung, the liver, the kidneys, something's not going well. So breath is a really bad thing, but inside the mouth, as you were saying, no bleeding gums, no tartar, they shouldn't be swollen. And so I also think if we get in the habit of making it safe and welcoming to a dog or cat to open their mouth, that has other benefits too, doesn't it?
I think, yes, absolutely. So instead of trying to stick a foreign object into a dog's mouth, that can be really scary.
Yeah, exactly.
I always do, when I introduce twist and lick brush freeze, I actually just put a little bit on my finger.
Okay.
And so dogs actually just lick it up. And then they realize that the oral gel, the dental gel on top of the twist and lick is safe and delicious and tasty. But that's just a nice way to introduce it.
I like that too. I like that because when I'm teaching people in pet first aid, we have a thing called yum, yuck, yum. So if you have to give medicine to your dog, and you should follow what it says on the label by your veterinarian, if the first thing you put in their mouth is the pill, they're like, really? So I think if you had something like the twist and lick, they get a nice, oh, that's a yum. Then you do the pill, yuck. Then you follow up with a yum, twist and lick, and then they're like, oh, that's not so bad. 2 out of 3 tastes really good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yep, this brush-free dental is done really well. Consumers love it. You'll see a lot of incredible reviews online, just trying to take that pain and from consumers on trying to be good and brush their dog's teeth, but just making it a really easy yet effective way to clean dogs' teeth. And then within this delivery method, we also have a whole line of well gels that are coming out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you could give us, we've got a couple minutes left. What's on the horizon for Tevra Brands?
Yeah, so we've got a full line of supplements. And what's great about the twist and lick supplements versus your traditional supplements, your chewables that dogs typically take, is it works faster. So it's faster, better, and longer.
Oh.
It starts working in 15 minutes versus hours with your traditional chews. It also, just like the oral gel, it has that prolonged technology, which provides that continuous relief for 24 hours. Because it connects to that mucosal lining, it has an absorption rate of the active. So it's 90% absorbed versus 30% absorbed with regular chews. And bottom line, once it's connected to that mucosal lining, it gets into the bloodstream.
That's
so
important.
It works. And instead of like traditional chews, which goes out the other end. So dogs can poop
That was
out
very
most of the
politely said.
So you have that maximum absorption versus just additional calories, which a lot of just traditional chews can provide. So it actually works really well. And there's a number, we've got an 8-in-1, there's a calming, there's skin and coat,
Nice.
and then a hip and joint and so forth. So
Oh, hip and joint is right. Well, it sounds like you're a small, mighty company based in Omaha, Nebraska, Tevra Brands, and you guys have some scientists on board and veterinarians that are making it a win for both the pet and the person to make us help them be healthy, right?
yes, our commitment is we're passionate about pets. We're small and mighty, but our goal is to take those pain points from consumers, our pet parents, and just help them on a day-to-day basis to provide interactive, high-quality products that just makes their pets easier and makes their pets happier from head to tail.
Yeah. And how do we find out more about Tevra Brands?
Tevra Brands on Instagram, Meta, and also our website's available, tevrabrands.com. And you'll find our products online as well as in many brick and mortar stores.
I love it. We've been speaking with Elizabeth Kroll. She's a vice president for Tevra Brands and a proud pet parent to a couple cool dogs named Hank and, well, I guess we have to call her Charlie Girl now because she's a social media dog. I really enjoyed having you on our show.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.